Superfoods. We've all heard of them, but do we know what they really are? On today's health and wellness episode of ANOKHI Daily Spotlight TV, we'll be joined by toxicologist and optimal living coach, Dr. Rhea Mehta, who will be speaking to us about superfoods and how easily we can incorporate them into our daily diets. So Dr. Mehta, many of us have heard the term superfoods, but can you talk to us a little bit about what superfoods really are?
Sure. So superfoods are foods that have an exceptionally high concentration of nutrients, and they also have multi-beneficial functions in the body. For example, they could act as antioxidants, or they could be immune boosters, they could be mineral rich, have a high dose of vitamins, B's or C, and they can also support bone development and muscle functioning. So they're just powerhouse foods.
So it sounds like these superfoods are filled with incredible benefits, but is it easy to incorporate them into your day-to-day life? Like, how do we go about doing that?
Definitely. So first of all, to take in superfoods, you can either throw them into a water bottle, shake it up and take it back, or you can add them to a smoothie. Throw them in the blender, add some other fruits and vegetables, blend it up, and then you have your dose of daily nutrients right there.
So Dr. Mehta, the world of superfoods is large. Are there any that you recommend we really try to incorporate into our day-to-day lives?
So the first is blue-green algae, which is from the sea, and examples include chlorella and spirulina. And they're actually some of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. So chlorella and spirulina contain the highest protein source or plant-based protein source on the planet, and they contain over 65 minerals, nutrients, and enzymes, and they actually include vitamin B12. So the next superfood that I highly recommend is ashwagandha. And ashwagandha is actually an Indian superfood. And in Ayurveda, they actually call it ginseng because of its amazing rejuvenating properties. Some of the other benefits of ashwagandha include supporting immune function, healthy brain function, as well as helping to reduce stress in the body. I think the most profound benefit of ashwagandha is that it's considered an adaptogen, meaning that it helps the body adapt to specific health needs. The third superfood is Camu Camu, and it's an Amazonian berry. It's actually one of my favorites because it tastes amazing, but it's also the highest plant-based source of vitamin C on the planet. So because of that, it's an immune booster, and so it's a perfect anti-sick remedy. So the fourth and final superfood that I absolutely love is chia seeds. And chia seeds are truly a nutritional powerhouse. They are both soluble and insoluble fiber. And what that means is that they actually support the good bacteria in your gut, but they also become a little bit of a jelly-like substance, which means that when they move through your digestive tract, they'll actually take toxins with them, and they'll help add bulk to your stool. So they're actually great for digestion in general. But they're also a complete protein, and one of the other benefits is that they provide essential fatty acids that our body can't actually make, like omega-3s, which are great for heart health, and they're great for preventing inflammation in the body. A great tip for chia seeds is that they do require soaking, so if you could just add a couple tablespoons to a glass of water and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, you're good to go.
Now, Dr. Mehta, do you have any final tips for us to help us better incorporate these superfoods into our diet?
Definitely. So the first tip is that it's really important to make sure that the brand and the quality of the superfoods are great, because the processing could actually damage nutrients if not done correctly. So a great way to avoid this is by just reading the labels and also ensuring that the product you're using is USDA organic or certified organic. So the second tip is that if you're curious or would like to learn a little bit more about the ethics and sustainability of these superfoods, it's a good idea to just do a quick search and research the history of these foods, and also to make sure that it's not impacting local communities. Like, for example, with quinoa, it's actually much more difficult for the locals to access the superfoods. So my last tip is that if you were to do a quick search of superfoods, there are so many to choose from. So my advice is not to get too overwhelmed by the long list of superfoods, and just pick a few that you're comfortable with and play around with them and see how they can enhance your diet.
And there you have it. Everything you need to know about superfoods. For more on Dr. Mehta, superfoods, and optimal living, visit livingrhea.com. And for more of our show, catch us on ANOKHImedia.com and our YouTube channel. And be sure to interact with us on Facebook and Twitter. Catch you next time.